Welcome, Cancers, to your September 2020 reading. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. If this is the first time you've tuned in, I offer free mini readings for all new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, just click the subscribe button and ask your question in the comments below. Or if you want to keep it out of the public forum, you can email me directly and I'll be absolutely happy to shuffle my cards for you in private as well. If you have already subscribed to my channel and you'd like a personal reading, contact me for that as well, and I will give you all the details about how that works. But let's get into your September reading. Now, Cancers, I must say, wow, what a reading. Every single card, bar two, are major arcana cards, and the two cards that you do have are court cards. So this is telling me that September is quite a significant month for you this year. It starts out with the Hermit. Now, the Hermit is a card where we are really... It's a card about mentoring, actually. It's a card about being mentored, but mentoring as well. And this often does relate to spiritual teachings. So if you are at this time where many of us are in isolation, or you have been staying at home a lot, or sort of in that quiet place, you really might be being asked to seek out a teacher, or you've perhaps gone through that inner exploration and you are quite intuitive, and you perhaps have gained a lot of insights and now are in the position to be teaching other people. And if you haven't, I feel like in September you are going to be doing a lot of this soul searching and going within and pursuing self-discovery. And just listening to that small voice that sort of comes from the depths of your soul, you're really going to be in tune with that in September. And, you know, the Hermit card can also talk about just getting some really good and wise advice from someone. And it's just asking you, it's really stressing that in September, it's time to really go in and just take some quiet time and reevaluate your plans. Now, you've got the Empress card as well. So this is that card of nurturing and of fertility and, abundance almost. And it's an expression of a card, like it gives meaning to this Hermit card really well, because in the Hermit you have been going in and you have been contemplating a lot of stuff, and the Empress card is, okay, it's time to give birth. It's time to stop pondering your fate and get busy, so to speak. So it really does flow from that Hermit card. You're going from this cocoon-like state where you've been really been able to learn a lot about yourself, and now you're in the position to go out and go out into the world and teach others, in a sense. Be the mother. You know, the Empress is the archetypal feminine. It is the card of the mother. So some of you may also be pregnant in September, or certainly finding out that you're pregnant or planning a pregnancy, that kind of thing. It is that card of nurturing and also a card of amazing prosperity and a message that things are going to be quite successful for you. So if you, I mean, giving birth can be quite literal. You know, you are pregnant and you're going to have a baby, or it can be metaphorical as well, where you have commenced a project and you are now sort of, it's your baby and you're taking it forward and moving ahead. And this can be happening for you in September because I really feel like the status quo is changing. Now, you have the Tower card, and a lot of people associate negativity with the Tower card, but to me, the Tower card is a card of like release, and it's a card of moving forward and change. And sometimes it is sudden change, like we've been in a position where things haven't been moving for a lot of us. We've been stagnant. We haven't been able to live our normal lives. But for September, I see some changes that are really going to be taking you, you know, breaking free from some confining boundaries. Absolutely moving forward in September. And, you know, it also brings a particular awareness, perhaps, that that you can't deny any longer. And this might have something to do with an emotional situation for you. You have the Knight of Cups there. Now, the Knight of Cups is, all knights are movement cards, and the Knight of Cups is a card that talks about a powerful emotional experience. And it can also mean being completely swept off your feet. So, you know, it can refer to falling in love or offers of marriage for some of you, or any sort of romantic experience that causes you to kind of swoon. And, you know, this can happen with the birth of a new child as well, you know, that love that you feel for your new baby. And, you know, I'm feeling like this can leave you a little bit off balance, but it can be any emotional experience that you are going through. And this can be even through work or through the starting of a new business. It can be quite emotional. You can have put a lot of energy and effort into a situation, and therefore when things begin to take off or when things change, it can be quite not unstabilizing, but it can make you swoon. Exactly that. It can cause you to kind of be feeling swept off your feet with emotion. And also in September, you may be getting some invitations or to a social event of some kind, or it's like a significant social event that you're kind of really happy and excited to go to. Now, the Queen of Pentacles as well is the other court card, and the Queen of Pentacles talks about a lot of magic going on for you in terms of your finances. So you've been able to manifest some good financial rewards for yourself, and you kind of been able to figure out what you prefer and what you like to see happening in your life. And you're taking a very down-to-earth approach. Like earth signs, the Queen of Pentacles can represent an earth sign. And you are taking on a lot of those qualities of the earth signs, which are quite down to earth. And you're approaching any issues that you have with that kind of down to earth feeling about the whole thing. But somehow you are also in September, you're called upon to make sure that those around you are getting your needs met. And this does kind of link in with the Empress card because that is the card of the mother. So you will be, I feel like, running around, taking care of others, taking care of your kids, your family, your spouse, your friends, and just really looking after their needs as well. And it does remind you, in a sense, that if you have been putting a lot of energy into your business or into your work, that you do need to focus on those. Don't allow the needs of your friends and families to fall by the wayside. Make sure you keep those up. But I don't feel like Cancers have any trouble about that. They're quite nurturing people. Now, for you guys in September, I'm feeling like there is a brand new start. And this is quite common, if you are pregnant and you are finding out that you have a new baby coming into your life. And this can also refer to pets as well. So some of us have pets, they're our fur babies, and we look after them with as much love and devotion as we would a human baby. So you've got the Fool, and the Fool is the starting of a new journey in your life and a new phase of your life as well, a new path, and certainly motherhood or parenthood absolutely is that. It's our life as we knew it ceases to exist and it becomes a completely new life. And September is feeling quite a lot like that for you. It is just really that card where we're taking a leap of faith and we're actually just grabbing hold of unexpected opportunities that might be coming your way. And there's just endless possibilities for you to create something quite wonderful. And you've got the Chariot card right beside it, which is a card of success. It's a card of a journey, going on a journey. And it's one that you've never been on before. It's something completely new, sort of uncharted waters, so to speak. But there is a promise of success. There's quite a lot of abundance and just quite an uplifting energy I'm feeling through all of this for you as well. Now, you've got the Hierophant card too, and the Hierophant card it talks about tried and true mythologies, so to speak. I'm not going to say it. But tried and true methods of doing things. Let's put it that way. Sorry about that. And, it's kind of, there's a duality about this card. And it's kind of saying you might be called upon to do things in the traditional way. But then it's got this alternate meaning where it can also mean, well, you've done everything the traditional way before in the past, and perhaps now is the time to think outside of the box a little bit and not go down that traditional road. So I think only you guys will know what this means. But it does talk about sort of institutions as well. Things like schools, corporate businesses, religious institutions, that kind of stuff. And I feel like there is a lot of being asked to listen to your own intuition and listen to your own feelings. And the Gateway Oracle card that I have there for you is listening with your heart, which is kind of linked in with this as well. If you are required to make a decision about something that comes up suddenly for you in September, listen to your heart and really proceed going by what you feel on the inside, so to speak. There could be also with that Hierophant card, for some of you, it can be marriage. It talk about marriage as well, like the institution of marriage. And particularly you have the Knight of Cups there. That is a deep emotional experience. So a lot of you may also be finding that you are getting married, or there's like having a second wedding, or a sort of a ceremony to do with love as well. So that's quite exciting for you guys in September too. But overall, this is just such a wonderful reading, and as I said, quite significant. A lot of significant things, change and a new direction that has so much promise and opportunity for you. And it's really exciting. I'm feeling a lot of excitement and energy for you in September. Now, listening to your heart, as I mentioned, is your Gateway Oracle card. And these cards were... I was looking for a new deck of cards, and this kind of just crossed my path, and the imagery was so simple yet so beautiful, and it really resonated with me. And when you look at the cards and you look into them quite deeply, they give you messages intuitively. Well, they came through for me quite easily. So I ask you to look deeply at the card, and whatever you see in it as well is quite significant because they're messages that are coming through for you. But I will read the meaning from the book. So the affirmation for this card is, I trust the messages I receive from my heart. So the heart knows what the mind cannot uncover. Trust the messages you receive from your heart. Angels and guides are communicating with you. In sweet, soft stillness, listen to their gentle whispers. The universe wants you to know, if you're facing a decision and your mind says one thing but your heart says another, follow the dictates of your heart and you'll be on the right path. If you get a nudge to speak to someone or go into a particular direction, don't hesitate. Follow this guidance. Whenever you feel challenged and you don't know where to turn, quiet your mind and listen with your heart. The correct path will appear. For Spirit wants to speak to you. There's a message for you right now. Watch the signs and the messages will unfold effortlessly. And this actually kind of really fits in with the Hermit card as well. Go in and listen to those intuitive messages and they will give you the direction and the guidance that you really need for this quite significant month in September for you. Now, these wonderful cards also pose questions, and I'll read them out and I hope they resonate for you. So, what or whom do I need to listen to? Is there an area of my life in which I need to listen to my heart rather than my mind? If I was aware of a secret message from Spirit right now, what would it be? So they're kind of deep questions to ponder, and I hope they give you some sort of clarity for this wonderful new direction that I see commencing in September for you. So have a wonderful month, Cancers. If you're into crystal jewelry, check out my website at kazana.com. There are beautiful one-off pieces made and designed in Australia by an Australian designer, so check those out. Have a wonderful month. Bye guys, love you.